You want to go to Upheaval Fest 2026 for free? Upheaval Fest and Rocked are giving away 2 non-transferable 2-day general admission tickets to see Gojira, Poppy, Papa Roach, and more. All you have to do is follow Upheaval and Rocked on Instagram and like this post, and you're entered to win. Bonus entry for every person you tag in a separate comment that you'd want to hit up Upheaval Fest with. Contest ends April 14th, 2026. Enter now so you can see all this and more. Welcome back to the podcast that rocked, weekly podcast that talks about news in the world of rock, metal, alternative, and everything in between. My name is Luke.
My name is Alex.
And I want to say thank you to all the Steves out there. Thank you so much for joining us. It is Wednesday, April Fool's Day. I wish some of the stories we had were jokes. I really don't do the April Fool's stuff. Man, I wish the stories today were some jokes. Really wish that. So
perfect day for it, huh?
We can look back in this and say, yes, the news stories are adequately appropriate for what we're going to talk about. I don't know how else to sell it. Alex and I had an inkling this week was going to be like this with how things were playing out. So to all the Steves, thank you so much for hanging out with us in the chat. I would like to say, first of all, a congratulations to Tyler, one of our weekly Steves in the chat, who dropped the question and got a yesums out of it. So congrats for that one. There we go. Also, would like to say a happy early birthday to the only Go Gretchen, whose birthday is on Sunday. My wife. Yes. See? Positive things on our podcast. I'm really reaching.
You know, if we're starting this way, It's only up from here, right?
Oh, yeah. We're just going to climb that ladder of positivity. So who was talking about spicy pancakes in our chat? You know what? Fine. Actually, regarding how bad our chat's going to get in a minute, yeah, you talk about whatever you want.
You know, spicy pancakes. That's where it's at.
I'll eat spicy pancakes if that's what it takes. Man. Okay. Thank you so much to everyone in this chat. Steve's, if we get to 50 likes, we'll play one round of Festival Rock or Flop, where we book random festivals in a wild order. Last week was great. It really was. It was awesome. So I have to share my birthday with the Easter Bunny and Jesus. That quote is from my wife, everyone. Yes. Gretchen, it was their birthdays first. Just saying. So
I mean, doesn't that one kind of rotate every year?
Yes.
Sometimes you don't have to share, Gretchen.
It's very true. It's just this year. It's just this one year. That is very true. So thank you all so much. Is there anything I can delay or drag this out with before we get going? Anything?
I've been trying. I can't find anything other than spicy pancakes, but I don't know, man.
Spicy pancakes sound fine. So if you have any super chats, thank you so much. We'll get to all of them as we get to the later in the stream. Alrighty. I can't even say we got to rip the Band-Aid off. I'd rather just keep the Band-Aid on and just keep the wound, let it fester, and hope that no one notices.
Ew.
So for those out of the United States, what's it like? No, I'm just kidding. For those out of the United States, you may not have been aware of what happened this past week with the Iranian war going on, as well as this past weekend was the No Kings festivals and protests. I say festivals because there were that many people there, and it looks like festivals at some point. Mm-hmm. It was great throughout the country. I think it was either regarded as one of or the most attended protest in history of United States.
It was massive.
In every city, in every major city. That's not just to say like, oh yeah, New York and LA. No, I'm talking about every southern city in the Midwest, the Northwest, everywhere. So
you had like full red cities pulling out in full force. It was crazy.
Including one, Nashville, Tennessee, which is a red state. And even though Nashville is a big metropolitan area, it still leans red a little bit in a deep red state, you know. Are you with me on this? Okay. Before I'm going to switch screens. I'm going to share my screen with my co-host. Because we got to get on the right page with all this. Okay, here we go. Set up, everyone, make sure you're aware. I am going to show something you're not going to like. There we go. So the man on your screen right now. No, that's not deranged Dr. Phil in sunglasses who sweated and is wearing and 1980s rodeo jacket. That is Kid Rock. And the picture of him outside in his Nashville Southern White House. Apparently, he's proud that he decorated his house like the White House. Boy, that is tacky. With his miniature Statue of Liberty outside his infinity pool. Again, tacky. Do you see why Detroit disowned him? Like, did you get it? Anyway, what happened was there were Army helicopters hovering over many of the Nashville protests for the No Kings protests. Pretty close, too. And that is not supposed to happen. That didn't happen anywhere else that I'm aware of. And people were not sure why. Afterward, they made two of the helicopters, made a nice little visit to Kid Rock's house, just so Kid Rock could get his own little army show. And he gave a salute, and they flew away into the sunset like a crappy 80s movie. Not even one of the good action movies either. It was like one of those really crappy 80s action sequels that everyone forgets about. Everyone on the same page? Everyone there? Okay.
Unfortunately.
You can't just have Army helicopters fly around wherever they want. That's not how that works. Army helicopters have to keep track of every mile tracked, every deployment. There's usually more than one person in every helicopter for safety reasons. This was a lot of people involved to make this happen. So on Monday, they started investigating and they suspended the crews involved. On Tuesday, Kid Rock said, "Don't worry, my friend's the president. I'm pretty sure I won't be in trouble." On Wednesday, this morning today, it got word that Hegseth, who's currently the head of the Department of War, which has been renamed instead of the Department of Defense, which is also another thing we won't get into, has completely lifted the suspension of the pilots and said there will be no further investigation. Thank you, Kid Rock. Let's move on. Blah, blah, blah. So that's all the factual stuff that we know of so far, okay? Everyone listening on the podcast forums, the chat is not liking this, and my co-host Alex also is not liking this.
I just hope my face doesn't get stuck like this.
It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So there's a few things that we need to know about this now. First of all, this picture of Kid Rock, he is not aging well. That photo, goodness. Anyway, so the photos go of this. They found out the helicopters in Kid Rock's video, there were two photos, were not the same two helicopters that were either harassing or flying over the Nashville protests. Those were different military helicopters, which leads me to believe why were so many out there at the same time. Also, helicopter pilots have to talk to each other nonstop. That's part of the airspace protocol for helicopters. That's just how it is. Kind of like air traffic control, you know. So what happened was these helicopters with Kid Rock, they flew out of Fort Campbell and they came to his just outside of Nashville home. Do you know how far distance that is from Nashville to Fort Campbell?
Tell me.
60 miles. 60. Now, if this was 5 miles and it was just a helicopter fly over, it wouldn't have been so bad. 60 miles by a helicopter one way is a big deal. This was a plan, you know? Mm-hmm. So I think the reason there's not going to be any more investigation because this was definitely a tee-hee, let's show the libs during their No Kings protest. And not only did it not work, but they made a man in his 50s with his giant Statue of Liberty doll outside by his pool look like a little kid saluting the helicopters thinking he's being a patriot.
It's like, oh, look, honey, the dump truck's outside again. It matches your little Tonka. That's giving these vibes here. It's like, look, my very own helicopter.
Yes. And it is kind of like the kids, like they do the honk the horn sign when you drive by a trucker. It's kind of like that for Kid Rock, except he had his friends pull the helicopters to his house.
So weird. That is so wild.
Yeah. He has been a spoiled kid his entire life. He has known nothing else. That's one of my favorite unknown things about him that a lot of people don't know, including his diehard fans. He was born wealthy. It was all an act about being one of y'all and the Southern Confederacy flag waving and stuff. It's all a grift, okay? Anyway, the reason why we're talking about this made national news on every page, every headline, because again, this is the U.S. military doing stunts like this in a time of war when they're deploying thousands of soldiers to Iran as of this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Kid Rock wants to own the libs with some helicopters in Nashville.
I can't even put words to this. Like, he tweeted out, he's like, oh yeah, this level of respect, blah, blah, blah. This is disrespectful.
This is not respectful. No.
This is so disrespectful. Utilizing very important resources and time and machinery for an ego boost. Yeah, that's a good look.
Have you ever ridden in a helicopter?
I have not.
Okay, so I have very briefly, because like at major hospitals, they have the life lift or life flight, whatever. Like, they're called different things. Helicopter maintenance is no joke. It's not like a truck you can just let sit and pick up wherever you go. There is endless maintenance that has to be done for helicopters. Flying 120 miles minimum, that is massive.
Yeah,
So-
dude, one of my closest friends for many, many, many years was a helicopter mechanic in the Army.
It's a specialty.
And like,
Yep.
this stuff is insane.
Yeah.
This is not just like we're gonna fly the little remote control car outside your. No, this is huge, and it's so disrespectful and so over the top and unnecessary and weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It was a direct thing too. Like, it's not a secret now. It was a direct ploy to get attention again for against the No Kings protest. Again, did not work. If anything, it kind of shows more proof that there's problems with the other side because there'll be no investigation. Carry on.
Yeah.
It's like,
Just go for it. Go for it. It's fine. It's fine. Like that in itself.
No, I'm not in trouble. I won't be in trouble. Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
And I saw someone put a comment. Do you think the helicopters played Cowboy out as speakers for him as well?
Probably. Ew.
I would straight up move if that was the case. Like, if I had to live, even if he's in a mansion in the mountains, like in the Smokies, I would still move. Nope. Get me out of here.
I gotta ask you as well on this one. Luke, Steves, would you ever have any desire to create a mansion replica of the White House as your primary residence?
Over I would never want my house to look like another building, you know?
Right?
Just a straight up building, let alone the White House of for any type of era in history. Also, there's some implications with that. The Southern White House, and he waves the Confederate flag, even though he's not born in the Southern states. Am I the only one putting that together?
No. It's all every time we uncover a little extra piece here, it's like, what?
Yeah, it's an extra piece. It's like, yeah, that's gross, and it makes sense.
Yep.
Like, we're not surprised. None of us are surprised, by the way. I stand by this, Steve's. I told this to Alex when we were talking about like trying to uncover this stuff. At least he's not releasing new music.
Well, I mean, yeah, you gotta pick your battles, I suppose.
That's a positive. That is definitely a positive we can take from stories like this. No, they played Ba with the Ba out of the helicopters. I guess. I don't know. See, he has the cowboy hats though, and he wants to be a little kid saluting. So that's why I thought cowboy.
All of it would be bad.
That's also why you'd move the neighbors hearing helicopters blast Kid Rock. Nope, done. Get me out of here.
I wish we could hear. I wonder if anybody did say anything like, "Oh my goodness, what's going on?" You know, like next door in Nashville or something.
Right?
Like,
Down
"Oh my
the
goodness,
mountain.
what's going on?"
Yeah.
I'll just Kid Rock again.
And also, the Southern White House with the Confederate flag couldn't have had a more ironic combination with Kid Rock living inside. Yes. Ooh, do you think he has like a fake Oval Office inside too? Like he has like where he pretends to be president? Oh, I can see that.
Oh, see, that's uncovering another layer, and it's gross again.
Think about it though, and his desk is just covered with his action figures of himself.
He's like, "This is the secret wall here."
Oh no, that's where he keeps the gross stuff. Oh no.
Ooh, this is the secret wall with the passageway that just like the White House.
This is the passageway where I keep all the photos of me and my ex-wife, Pam Anderson. Ooh. Again, all that's factual. So he was married to her for like, what, a week? 2 weeks?
Sorry, Pam.
Yes, man. When you could say Pam Anderson's the victim in that at that time too.
Yeah, sorry, Pamela. Straight up. Sorry. My condolences.
She does deserve better than Kid Rock. Yes. Oh, that's a great. Oh, there we go. Okay, before we move on to our next awful rage-inducing story, excuse me, Sapphire, Blue Cat. Sheryl Crow really needs to re-record "Picture" with a more worthy co-singer. I'm fine with that.
Nice. That would be good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There are plenty of cover artists to be like, yep, let's set this up. Because Sheryl Crow's already gone on record many times saying, no.
Yeah, we gotta get somebody. Who do you think should? I mean, I can't put you on the spot right now, but who would you have Sheryl Crow tap in?
Yeah, anyone you want to put, like, it could be even countryside too. I don't even that would be an improvement for what the song would be at that point. That's fine. So
yeah, who would you tap for the re-recording, the re-release?
Yes. The less cringe version.
Yeah, the
revamped. The apology remix. Yes, that's what that is.
There you go.
Well, speaking of Kid Rock, his name came up in the latest batch of Live Nation leaked messages from Slack. Yay! It gets worse. I shared this out on Instagram already. If you follow my Instagram, you already know what I'm about to show, but it's worth having the discussion about. I would like to call out a big thank you to Perfect Union, which is a great Instagram account, does civil rights stuff on everything above, and to the account Sonnet a Million. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing, did the dirty work. Follow the accounts, did a great job. Less than 3 minutes short. We're going to break this down for everyone. I'm going to play the audio. For the Steves listening on podcasts, it's going to get bad. I'm going to try to describe because she doesn't read everything out loud. Thank God. What you thought was the worst of those two Live Nation employees that have worked up the ranks about calling people idiots and suckering fans. Hope you're ready.
The DOJ released hundreds of internal messages as evidence in their antitrust lawsuit, and I read them all. They're way worse than you think.
First of all, whatever she's paid, give her more.
Seriously.
Whatever
Please.
it is. Whatever. Does she have a Coffee or a PayPal?
So here are the 3 worst Slack messages you'll read this week. First off is a message from head of ticketing Ben Baker. He's the one who wrote that message calling us music fans stupid. But let's look at the rest of that conversation. More specifically, he's calling Kid Rock fans stupid for paying $200 for VIP tickets for a 2022 show in Florida. If you squint, you can see that these tickets started at $109, but eventually got up to $199
through Live Nation's dynamic processing. I'm going to skip this through and just give the breakdown. The set price by artist, this time Kid Rock, was $109 for a 2022 show. Dynamic pricing raised it 5 times, leading up to $199 for the same level of tickets.
I hate dynamic pricing.
$90 for literally the same tickets in Florida. Also, Florida. Come on. So.
Dynamic pricing by Ben and his Live Nation.
And he's the ones that used to set it.
Or as they call it, dining up. But don't worry, Ben almost feels bad for taking.
And she showed screenshots where she said, or Ben Baker said, I almost feel bad for them. Ha 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 ha. This was an everyday thing. And they're only going to show 3. So, also, many people have called out, like she tried to blur the faces of Ben Baker, that even though they've already been posted of him and the other guy, show their faces at this point. They deserve to be called out for everything.
Absolutely.
You don't get anonymity anymore after you pull all this.
Advantage of us. The next Slack message is also from Ben, and it just says robbery. Then he posts a VIP ticket pricing chart for a 2022 Stevie Nicks show, which again, through dynamic pricing, he got up to $249 a pop. Ben
Stevie Nicks concert, and I don't remember, I think I want to say 2022 or 2023, I don't remember, from $129 for the set price by the artist and management to almost double to $249 by dynamic pricing from Live Nation. The same ticket. So, yeah, you see where this is going. And You're messing with Stevie Nicks fans now. That is dangerous.
I think we need to tell Stevie because she would not be happy.
She would take care of it. She's going to take care of it herself if she's shown this. So.
Oh yeah. Let's
Admits
show her.
he sold way more tickets than the VIP section had.
And this is what gets me for one of them.
Because, quote, these assholes don't know what they bought. Then he continues to.
So this has been the scam busted right here. And this is one of the things I want to get to. I have heard from Live Nation reps myself with my own ears. We never oversell on caps. It's impossible. We never do that. Well, now we have proof that Live Nation reps do it all the time to sell more money and to make more money off VIP stuff, even though they don't realize what they're buying.
So gross.
That's not great.
To mock Stevie fans. They'll pay $425 for fucking parking. And as Ben points out, this extra cost doesn't get fans any benefits, and it's still nearly a mile from the venue. In the past,
and that was the end of the robbing them blind. That's how we do, baby. That's the further message broken up. This is what it was referring to with that. $100 for oversize, and which doesn't give you any benefits. So you're paying extra for parking, even though you don't get anything out of it. It's just an extra charge up for nothing. How you doing, Alex? How you feeling so far?
Angry. So much anger and rage.
Yeah. Any thoughts before we get to the next one? Because the next one I think is worse.
This is gross, and I think we've kind of had an inkling for a little while that it was. Well, we've known it's so much worse than we thought.
We knew there were problems. Yes.
Yes, but I don't think everybody, ourselves included, realized it was quite this bad. Like, oh yeah, oversized parking, total scam, not real, not legit at all. It's all so gross, and I know it's worse.
And I didn't know dynamic pricing could be manually increased over and over and over again at will, just because it's funny.
Yeah, I did not know that they specifically were like, let's double it real quick. I didn't know a specific person had the capability or the power to do that. I thought it was just like, oh yeah, this one is in high demand.
Yeah.
The algorithm senses it.
Hotels do that a lot. Hotels do that a lot, like dynamic.
Yeah.
Like if a lot of people are trying to book for this same hotel on the same weekend that just got announced, then yeah, it's going to automatically go up. Like they'll use AI, they'll use bots, they'll use automation, whatever it is. Well, apparently Live Nation has that, but then they can just go in and go, bump it up a little more.
Yeah, I feel like it.
Yeah. Hey, watch this. That's more what it is. Hey, watch this. See how much I can get them to pay now. Mm-hmm. So, here's number 3.
Live Nation has claimed that artists set the prices. But it's clear that behind the scenes, Live Nation execs find creative ways to squeeze fans as much as possible. Which brings me to slack number 3. Jeff has already sold nearly $125,000 in upsells for a Dead & Co show. But he's still going to ask marketing to send out a "don't forget to upgrade" email to ticket buyers. Ben tells him to dine up the prices $5 to $10 before it goes out. And I'm not cherry picking like a few bad.
And by the way, she skipped over some of the ring. Like she says, do an extra $5 to $10 just in case, even though they already made over $120,000 in dynamic pricing, charge a little more. And then Ben Baker's goes, "I'm evil," as a joke. Mm-hmm. For a Dead & Company show.
It's so gross. It's like, hey, look what I can do. Let's see what else I can do.
Yes.
Oh, hey, you guys are all so stupid. I'm just going to keep doing this. It's all so disrespectful and gross and dirty.
Yep.
I hate it.
And here we go.
Jokes made in bad taste. There's tons of examples of these guys talking about how much they love stealing all the good tickets earmarked for the general public and then selling them at the higher platinum rates instead. They admit to price gouging in so many different ways, including by literally saying that they are price gouging. And they can barely conceal their contempt for fans.
And this is where the language gets pretty rough. I didn't want to censor the download or anything of this from Instagram, because I wanted this to be clear. These guys got foul mouths even by our standards, like our heavy metal standards. It gets bad, but like Ben Baker and Jeff Weinhold are just laughing it up, especially Ben Baker.
Calling us fucktards, idiots, and sometimes much worse.
And this is where it gets awful. Okay. FedEx Field, which is where which football team? DC, the Guardians, Washington, NFL team. FedEx Field's still not done with the weekend, and I'm looking at their map. I don't see any. Have they marked any seats as ADA? Ben Baker goes, "FADA, no Crips allowed." So, this goes way past greed at this point. This is getting to the point of like absolute evil and weird purists. We only want able-bodied rich people at our concerts now.
I missed that when I watched it the first time. That was a damn.
I saw your mouth drop. That's like when I told you, like, this was the one that got an audible gasp from me earlier.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how I missed that the first time I watched it this morning, but I did, and I'm like, how? I did not know that. Holy cow.
Yeah. Like, this is way, like, when because the past couple of weeks were like, these guys are awful. They're scum. And they're still employed by Live Nation. They climbed the ladder since then. There has been no punishment that we know of. There's been no address yet from like Live Nation capitals or Live Nation CEOs, even with this information out now. But yeah.
No, they got promotions. These people got promotions. Yeah. These people are still running this stuff at the top here. These people are still scamming people. These people are still pushing their, let's just rob them blind. Let's take as much as we can from them. These stupid little music fans. It's disgusting. And the fact that nobody has said a word to them, there's absolutely no responsibility. There's no reprimanding, nothing.
Yeah, there has been no repercussions that we know of publicly. And again, from even the selfish business mind, okay, like I tap into that side of my brain, like thinking if I was Live Nation head, like of any big company, any Fortune 500 company, whatever you think of, if I knew I had higher up employees talking like that and it got publicly blasted how evil they were being, like, and this is evil at this point, okay? It's way past greed where they're saying they're saying F80A, no Crips allowed. Yeah, that's evil at that point. You're getting to ableist stuff. If I knew I had employees like that and it got publicly posted, I would go, oh no, we have shareholders. Oh no, this is going to look terrible. We have to get rid of these guys now and make a statement that we didn't know. Like even honestly, just to distance themselves from them. How do they now do that? Yeah, how would you not?
Yeah, you would think. I don't know, dude. Every time we talk about more of this stuff that's going on in 2026, I get a little bit more and more like jaded. And I'm just like, okay, all of these big greedy businessmen, all of these corporations and the stockholders and all of these people are just like,
yeah.
It makes me feel, I keep saying gross because that's the only way I can describe it. It makes me feel so gross because it feels like these people are just enabling each other in this kind of behavior. Yes. They don't care if they do it to you. It's like, well, they're not us. The poors, we don't care. They don't care at all. And when stuff like this happens and nothing happens to the people doing it, it proves that.
Did you ever have a coworker like that you would laugh back and forth about something work related and just message? Because this is what these two did, but it was effectively ripping people off as much as they could, and somehow they got rewarded for it.
I don't understand that, and it really, really breaks my heart, honestly, that we have people like this running big parts of important things to us in the music industry.
Mm-hmm. Let me go back up a little bit more. So, let me go here.
Earmarking, and they can bear. By the way, both of these guys still work for Live Nation and have actually been promoted since they sent these chats. Even though Trump pushed for a settlement with Live Nation, these chats prove that the DOJ's case, which was filed during the Biden administration, was correct. Live Nation's large market share has resulted in higher ticket prices for consumers. And as other documents show, they stifle innovation by bullying their competition. That's why 33...
And that's what sucks. Mm-hmm. And like you think about how many venues there are. If you're not a Live Nation venue, you really are kind of punished and pushed to the side, and it hurts bad because it is not just monopoly. It is a threatening almost insurance, like the old insurance mob gang. Oh, you better be a part of Live Nation or bad things are going to happen to you. That type of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, totally. That is totally the mindset and the mentality here. And we've talked about it multiple times now with all of this garbage that keeps building on top of itself. This could have stopped. This could have had a chance to not get like this. And it was wiped away with a settlement.
No. You just have a little $200 million settlement, which they already made back. And, you just go on about your business. Again, no repercussions. for Live Nation, but these two employees, like, that were behind so much of
States
this.
have rejected the settlement and are still suing, and we'll be following those cases very closely.
And that was it. I wanted to give that update when I saw that today. And again, thank you to Perfect Union for doing the breakdown. Give them a follow. Yeah, it's bad. It's as bad as you think. I don't know what else to say about this. Will we actually see repercussions now that more of the messages have been leaked or put out online? Because it's
Honestly,
way worse now.
It is, and I am hopeful. I'm not putting too much stock in it. I am hopeful. I always keep that little bit of hope. We have to.
Yes.
Otherwise, we would be just as miserable as they are. But we have to hold on to the hope that, yes, hopefully something comes of this. Hopefully these two who are doing this actively on purpose to fans and more horrible things that we're finding out about, they should have to face some sort of consequence. They should. They absolutely should. So I'm going to hope for that. I am also still hopeful that something happens, something comes out of all of this with the individual states trying to take this on, since the DOJ decided to just throw it away.
33 individual states across the board are going for this as well. There were some states that go, okay, Trump took care of it. But 33 states is a lot, and this is something that affects literally every concert goer in the United States and beyond. Because Live Nation profits off of other countries as well, they implement those dynamic pricing systems to other countries also.
And it sucks so hard. Like this, it shouldn't be like this. Even like the Troubadour posted, they were like, you know, small venues are being affected by this, and they absolutely are. If you're not a Live Nation venue, you're not put on the top register of, oh, we're going to go play there, we're going to do that, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. It's all so intertwined, and they have such a monopoly, and it should not be that way. There should definitely be more small venues, more small, ticket vendors, more. It would make it easier for us to access it, and then they couldn't do all of this crazy pricing crap because they would have competition.
Also, along with small venues, older venues, like older theaters, older clubs and stuff that have been around for like decades, if they're not on the Ticketmaster system, they also get punished. And they're like, oh, we're a landmark in the city. What do you mean? Like, we've been around for so long. Well, you better play ball with Live Nation. It's that type of system now. So.
Yeah.
Right.
It sucks so hard. All of this sucks more and more. The more we talk about it.
You're right. You want to move to another topic?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's talk about AI and the new music video for the biggest collaboration of the week. So, you see what I did there? Yeah. For those not aware, Pickleback, not Nickelback, but let me rephrase, Pickleback Thee Stallion is the new comical attempted but advertised collaboration where Nickelback and Megan Thee Stallion came together for an advert for Flamin' Hot pickle flavored Cheetos. I got that right, correct?
Close enough, yeah.
Flamin' Hot dill pickle flavored. Yeah, Flamin' Hot dill pickle. So they're spicy and they're pickle flavored and they're Cheetos. That's what they are. Right? Okay, everyone on board? This is not just a funny commercial. It's a full music video and a bit, and they're all dressed up nice. I can't play all the music video, but I'm going to play this a little bit because it's called a Flamin' Hot production. Pickles back. Get it? And they do it of How You Remind Me, and they change all the lyrics to be about Cheetos, and it's, yeah. Someone just said, oh, the news keeps getting better.
Yay. Today's a great day.
I told you, I said on the teaser this week, yeah, it's going to be an angry, dumb week. I don't know what to tell you. I was very fair and what is the right word to say this? I was fair and accurate on my description. That's it.
Honestly, dude, today being April Fool's Day and all of this going on is so suiting. Continue.
So not only did this paid for Cheetos ad with Nickelback and Megan Thee Stallion based to changing the lyrics to How You Remind Me for this song, they also used a boatload of AI to the point where they had the red Cheeto dust completely cover all of a city.
Wait, you mean that didn't really happen?
If it did, then there's some part of Toronto that's still recovering. So, yeah. It was parody. It was meant to be funny. It's lighthearted. This is what we're at now, though. huge collaborations out of nowhere for no reason. Screw it. Let's make a funny song from these big artists and make a huge music video. That'll be our ad. That'll get people to buy. I already forgot it. Flamin' hot dill pickle Cheetos.
Honestly, I wouldn't have been so mad about this collaboration, funny enough, if I hadn't seen the music video.
Yeah, on paper, if this would have been like a 30-second commercial, and they just did like the chorus, and that was it, I think a lot of people would have been way more forgiving.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
That would have been super funny. And it's like, oh, okay, Nickelback, Megan Thee Stallion. All right, let's see what they're cooking here. And now it's like, what did you guys do?
Yes, this was effort. They put effort into this. This was not a lazy cash in. There was effort and time put into this. So, so my wife, if you're listening, would you try Flamin' Hot Dill Pickle Cheetos? Because she likes pickle flavored things. I feel like this would not be up her alley. I don't know.
I have never ever liked Flamin' Hot Cheetos. There was like this certain group of girls in high school that was always digging on some Cheetos and some Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I was not one of those girls. I did not get on that train.
Did they call themselves the Flamin' Hotties?
I don't know.
That sounds like a high school thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think we all had those girls in high school.
You can't sit with the Flamin' Hotties at the cafeteria unless you have your own bag. That type of thing. Yeah.
No. Yeah,
and then the weird girl comes in. Look, I put a pickle in my Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Am I one of you now?
Megan.
Yes, it's Megan too. There you go.
Let's be honest. It's totally Chad. It's like Chad.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. Yeah. Look, ladies, am I one of you now too? Will one of you finally go out with me? That type of thing.
Chad Kruger in high school with his long hair. Look at what I can do.
Yeah, I put a pickle in my Cheetos. Yes, that's exactly what it is in a high school in Canada. Someone said in chat, one time I've tried Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos and immediately regretted everything in my life to that point. I didn't even know those existed.
Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch
That's
Dorito?
the opposite flavors. Why does that even make sense?
Yeah. It doesn't, no, I don't like that. That's like eating gum and then biting into like a pizza or something. I don't know.
It's like, it's kind of like blow pops. Yeah, it's that hard shell, but then it's soft too. You can't bubble gum. It's like, okay,
better than that.
But you expect that though, right? Like Flamin' Hot and then Cool Ranch are two wildly different flavors.
Yeah, that's gross. I don't like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have my peanut butter and mayo sandwich now. It's like, what? No.
Ew. Okay, that's perfect. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's what that is, and they sold it apparently. So, see, at least the news is a little better. I mean, this is a better story than the others.
I'll take this one. You can do this 5 times over, and I'll take it over the other crap.
We'll take weird over some of the other stuff we've already had. Fine. All right. Pickleback. Okay. Outside of all the AI and how much money they put in, it was mostly harmless. I do wish they would have put that much effort and money into something like this, though. Dang.
I still would not have been as mad at this if I hadn't seen the video. If I did not know that this video... If you didn't know,
yeah.
Drained an entire reservoir somewhere, I would be a little bit more okay with it.
And that, yeah, you know how many times they had like re-render those AI spots for that dust to fill the city? Yeah, that's a lot of water wasted.
You remember animation, that old, long forgotten art form?
Alex, you gotta pay for that.
I know.
You gotta hire someone.
I hate everything.
we don't. Hey, we want Flamin' Hot Dill Pickle Cheetos to make money, not cost money. And then they go pay for Megan Thee Stallion and Nickelback anyway.
Dude, you're already forking up the change. Just hire a freaking artist.
Ugh. Yeah, someone else just said the commercial needs short. If this was like a 30-second Super Bowl ad, no one would have complained. So, whatever.
It's a whole freaking song.
Yeah, it's way too much. I hope they make that money off of Flamin' Hot Dill Pickles.
See, that's the thing too. This was a commercial. This is a commercial.
This is a true commercial, yes.
Commercial purposes, so they were going to make the money back to pay an artist.
Yes, they need to make a lot of money back now. And like people are going to buy this as a gag, but that's it. I can't imagine, like, again, I've not had them. I won't. I'm not going to try them. I can't imagine this being the next big thing that people want to like sell out at the supermarket for.
I don't know. Look, somebody probably said that about Flamin' Hot Cheetos. There's a whole ass documentary about Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
I don't know. Even so, Flamin' Hot dill pickle, that's a lot to stack on top of each other, though.
Dude, people be munching on pickles just walking down the street. Like, I don't know.
But they're also not drinking out of a hot sauce bottle at the same time.
To each
and
their
if they
own,
are,
man.
you walk the opposite way and stay away from that man.
Who hasn't done that?
Man, that's your side of the country is way wilder than mine. Woof.
Spicy.
Yeah. I like my dill pickles to really hurt going down. Ugh. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's soak some pickles in some jalapeno juice. Ooh, we'll pickle them together. Done.
Oh yeah, but you don't get that red color, so put some Frank's Red Hot sauce on it too.
We might be onto something here. We'll
we could
we'll
sell
feature
it.
that
No,
at
we
festivals.
could sell it. So someone asked in chat, but is it packed with protein? We'll make the protein Flamin' Hot dill pickle Cheetos next. That's where we make the big bucks. We add like plus protein to it. Ugh.
Ooh.
Like the Cheeto dust is like protein powder.
Gross.
Oh, that's gross. Everything else we just said is okay, but that's where you draw the line? Okay.
I don't know, dude. Protein's all the rage these days.
It
People
is.
been
At least
dumping-
protein's what you need. It's good for you.
Yeah, but people have started like dumping yogurt into their coffee.
I
so
know. I saw that
this is better
too.
than that.
It is. I agree. Let's get to music stuff. Fine. Like
Hey.
more than Pickleback, which it technically is music stuff. So we got news, and it was not an April Fool's joke. Converge had a killer album come out earlier this year. They got album number 2 coming out this year, Hum of Hurts. This was a surprise. This was great. They released a new song, the title track. The new album comes out in June. They had so much material, they said, we got to have 2 albums come out this year. Okay. New song is great, too. See? We have good things to talk about this week.
Yay! Good things are good.
Yes. And this was a true pleasant surprise, and everyone's on edge, April Fools on social media, as they should be. This was legit. And they have all the pre-orders ready. They are going on their big fatty tour. They're doing a co-headline with Poison the Well. They're doing festival appearances. They're going overseas. Big year for Converge. They came back swinging. So, good. See? Good things, right? Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yay. What are you gonna do now? I feel like it's bad.
No, next one's not bad. We don't have anything bad. Like I said, we have nothing else bad.
Dude, honestly, I was waiting for a curveball. I just needed to prepare myself mentally.
I think I said earlier to you, I don't have any surprises. Like, I don't want to cut, like, I'm not catching you off guard that I think
It's
this
April
week.
Fool's. I don't believe you.
That's fine. I at least get that, but I'm telling you the truth. So, also, in a discussion from Gary Holt, Exodus's album just came out, Goliath. Gary Holt's doing interview rounds. He made 2 statements. One, very apropos of metal and stuff. He said, the best metal album ever made, according to Gary Holt, is the same thing Corey Taylor said, Metallica Master of Puppets. To the point that Gary Holt said he was jealous of Metallica instantly. So I think that's cool. Like, that's a nice little thing to say. He'd also
Honestly,
go
yeah.
ahead.
If Gary Holt says that your music is rad, you're doing something right. And
So, along with that, he also said, the friendly rivalry between Megadeth and Megadeth extends back to the dawn of thrash, says Loudwire. I think the thrash bands came after us because obviously the first 2 in San Francisco were us and Metallica. Well, he goes on to say, Exodus now in 2026 is better than Metallica now in 2026. Playing wise, thrash level, that type of thing.
yeah,
And I think about it, it's like, I at least see where he's coming from, considering Metallica is like, it's not thrashy thrash anymore, where Exodus has always been that.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Totally fair.
Also, Exodus is not selling $30,000 4 packs of seats at the Sphere. So there's a little bit of difference. So
Did you hear Gary Holt say that some of his lyrics were on Creeping Death?
so he's making
Pretty
some
interesting.
statements. Making some
Saying
statements,
things.
yeah. And Gary Holt's like a guy that's been pretty reputable for quite a while with Slayer, with his own stuff, you know? Like, he's not an outlandish guy making the wild accusations, you know? So
He's like, Creeping Death is Kirk's riff, but it's my lyrics, and I've never been credited, so, you know,
like,
I should get
okay.
paid for that.
I can get that. Well, Metallica does have the money. They do have the money.
I wonder if that'll go anywhere. I don't think it will.
I don't think so either. It's his word. What are they going to say? Oh yeah, they're not going to admit that he did write it if he did. You think you think Lars would be okay with that?
Be like, nope, we're not going to do that. You're a liar.
Yeah. Also, I just thought of something before we get to our next story. I was chewing on ice. I hope that Mike didn't pick that up. The tickets, we laugh and we looked at the tickets and how expensive they were for the Sphere. They're going to go up as the closer those dates come, like September, before, like a month before the Sphere dates. We think those tickets are expensive now. Well, yeah.
I'm not sure if there are any actually left through Ticketmaster, but if they are, those are going to be dynamically priced pretty appropriately.
Ooh, there's a good Sophie's choice. Would you rather have dynamic pricing or secondhand SeatGeek tickets? Huh.
No. Why is that our only choice?
Because it's a Sophie's choice. You don't get good options.
No. Honestly, that's real life, though, Luke. Those are our only options in real life.
I didn't make up the scenario. Those are the real options.
Yes, that's why this sucks.
I can't even make a poll for that in chat. That's sad if I looked at the stats. Well, dynamic pricing could be anything, but secondhand tickets could come from a weirdo, and that also could be anything. So,
it's a lose-lose.
It is. So let's get back to the good stuff. And this is your story, and this is one you shared with me the news about, and we want to make sure we end it on a good note before we get to our weekly business.
Okay.
We followed the story about NPR and PBS possibly losing funding this year because some higher-up politicians don't like being called out with the whole freedom of speech thing and calling out facts. Well, Alex, would you like to give the good news right now?
Yes. Citing the First Amendment, a federal judge agreed to permanently block the decision to defund NPR and PBS. Mm-hmm. Which is fantastic news. Gwar is going to be super stoked about this, and I'm super stoked about this.
I hope Gwar made their threats heard, because clearly it did something.
Yeah, no, I'm super, this is one of those little pebbles of positivity that we've been looking for and searching for weeks. This is good. Yes. The fact that the executive order to cease funding for NPR and PBS is, quote, unlawful and unenforceable.
Yes.
Fantastic news. Fantastic news.
Across the board. And the federal judges make it blocking going forward. And apparently not the only judge that's on that side either. So they're saying, no, you can't do this. This was made for the reason for public radio and public broadcasting. You have to keep doing this. Here's the thing, too. Like, for me, I didn't have cable growing up as a little kid. We didn't get cable in our house until I was 11, 12, something like that. I grew up on Arthur, and I look back at this now. These were the people that said Arthur was woke.
Hey.
It's really? Arthur was woke and offended you? Really?
I can't understand how can you try and go after Sesame Street or Mr. Rogers? That's the
that
staple
was the
of
wild
PBS.
one too. People were saying Mr. Rogers wasn't that big of a figure. You could get out of here, sir.
Excuse me. You're trying to shut down Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers. Let's just boil it down to those two for PBS. Mm-hmm. What is wrong with you? How would you even try to do that?
And also, so many NPR outlets across the country, the many NPR stations throughout the United States, I want to say 90% of them, possibly more, never talk about politics. It's talk about local stuff. They talk about sports. They talk about news. They talk about weather. They talk about music. They talk about anything. Okay?
Brother, you cannot forget the Tiny Desk concerts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. After that Turnstile one. And then they said, we're not going to fund these anymore.
No, boo.
Right?
Boo, boo, boo. Free. Free. Open to the public broadcasting is so important. So this is a win. This is great.
Mm-hmm. It's a big win and a personal shot. If you were ever offended by NPR or PBS and wanted to take it down, you have so many problems.
Dude, straight up. Not even trying to sugarcoat that at all. There is something wrong with you to dislike these specific things here.
Yes. Whatever your political standing is, it doesn't matter. NPR and PBS were the ones you tried to rally against. Get out of here.
What are you going to say? Well, I don't want to be your neighbor. Dude, what?
They actually do say that a lot right now. Or some people do.
Yes,
yes.
Yeah, you're right. But
people in Congress, the vice president actually said that specifically. So
Yeah, that's fair. But good, normal people here, us,
that's true,
the little guys down on the ground.
The normies, yes, that is correct.
Yes, we should all understand Everything they taught us of loving your neighbor, being kind, being nice, those are all good things we can hold on to.
By the way, the podcast that rocked is the podcast for the normies and the pores. Us.
Us. Me and Steves. We're just Steves. Come on.
We're all Steves. I'll read this comment that will go on because it did get a chuckle and stop me in my tracks. A lot of Cheeto talk in this podcast episode. I got it. It was a little funny to me. Okay. Yeah, also Bob Ross. Really? Bob Ross offended you, did he? Bob Ross is the one that you wanted canceled and taken off TV? His reruns from decades ago?
No, stop trying to force happy trees down my throat, Luke.
You're a happy little accident. That type of thing. Yeah. Yep. So you know what? I think that's the end of our news for this week. Everyone, I want us to put some good affirmations out there. Next week, we want positivity, good things to happen, to look forward to aspire to be, our favorite bands announcing tours, our favorite musicians announcing new albums and songs, all the good stuff. So I think we've earned it. I think we've earned it this week. Am I right? I feel like
we need more positivity, like bad.
Yes. We didn't get enough this week. We didn't, but it's that type of week. I don't know what to tell you.
Are we asking too much, Luke?
I didn't think so, but
I didn't either. But in this day and age, maybe.
Look at the headline we have on screen right now. This is the big deal, and this is our positivity, and this is something we had to wait for and claw for and hope for and protest for.
Well, we'll keep fighting. We need more of this. Tenfold.
So, we're going to get to our regularly scheduled nonsense now for upcoming albums, upcoming tours, and our song of the week. If you have your tours, you can do that. If not, I can do albums first. You have your tours ready to go.
I do. I don't have a whole lot that got announced.
Go for it then.
All right. So Baby Metal, we saw that in Hailstorm.
Yes.
That's going to be a super fun run. I'm excited for them to team up.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, this will be great. And President, we've talked a little bit about President. Came out of nowhere. A lot of feelings on both sides of this President camp, but they just announced their first ever North American tour.
Yep.
So that'll be good.
Good amount of tour dates too, so they are putting in the work. They, whoever.
Whoever it actually is, correct. Wherever they came from. And I will say the poster art is really good. I really like it.
Yeah. The one single they dropped, I don't know if it's their most recent one. It definitely felt like a heavier step improvement. Like they were trying to do something. Or they listened to feedback, maybe. I don't know.
It's still a weird one. I still have feelings, but I haven't been able to unpack them yet.
Gotcha. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah. Coheed and Cambria announced a headlining North American shows around their Shinedown tour. AFI announced a handful of European tour dates.
Nice.
And Animals as Leaders just announced some European festival and club dates.
Ooh, that's going to be a bonkers one.
It'll be fun.
Proggy 20-minute drum solos for Animals as Leaders. That's nice.
Could you imagine it in like a tiny little pub?
Yes, and that's what they would do too, and they'd love it. So
absolutely.
Play until 4 a.m. Yeah. So 4 upcoming albums released April 3rd, 2026, which I believe is my stepfather-in-law's birthday. Gretchen, if you're in chat, you can correct me on that too. We've got a few April birthdays here for that weekend. Upcoming albums, we got Nervosa's A Slave Machine. There have been a few singles. That is the all-lady thrash band by way of Brazil. Great stuff. Sun, many people will read it as Sun O, S-U-N-N-O, parentheses, just Sun. Their self-titled album, that's their 10th album coming out on the 3rd. And also, Co-Defendants, which is Fat Mike, has a new album coming out, Lifers. If you know Fat Mike, you know what to expect. Did I explain that properly?
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like I don't know how else to sell that. It's a Fat Mike album.
That's what you're getting.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're getting with this. So, I have not heard it yet. I'm not trying to make a statement on the quality. I'm just saying it's a Fat Mike album. So... for our song of the week, I Was My Week, and I did give it to Converge's new single, the title track, Hum of Hurts. It definitely has a killer riff to it, a killer groove. I'm still really happy that they're doing a second album. I don't know what to expect. I mean, Love Is Not Enough was great. So I'm hopeful for the second album, part 2. Again, this is the surprise good news we need. This is the right type of April Fool's joke, one that rewards you and makes you happy.
Yay.
Remember those? Remember
and
feeling happy?
Two full-length releases in one year. That's great.
Along with a fatty tour, too, and they're doing festivals. So they definitely put in the work. That's great. So That being said, and hey to Rowan in chat, I thought I saw you pop in at the Converge note. Very appropriate. That being said, let's get to the super chats. Then we'll get to our festivals. If you have any super chats, please get them in. I saw a few pop in. Please hit the like button as well. It does help out a ton to get this pushed out. I don't know what the algorithm's going to do for a podcast like this, where we're talking so badly about certain topics, and especially with Kid Rock and the U.S. Army.
Please like and subscribe and tell your friends.
Yes, thank you. We already hit the like goal, so we already have that taken care of. Please continue hitting the like button. It does help. Leave comments, too, after this is posted. I'm curious to see what people think about everything that we've talked about, including the whole F-80A stuff from Live Nation. That still shocks me. Like, I still can't believe they're still hired. If a Best Buy area manager or area supervisor would have said that in a Slack message, his life and career would be done.
Yep, but it doesn't work that way for people at the top, Luke.
It doesn't. I agree. It does not. So, from Rockin' Movies with Tyler, just going over this news again. She said yes. Congratulations,
Yay.
Tyler. Where are you? There you go. From Ellie Yeats, Converge announcing another new album this year after already dropping an amazing one earlier this year. What do you mean it's not an April Fool's joke? Not complaining, though. It's awesome news. Yeah, we agree. This is the right type of April Fool's news, you know? Mm-hmm. Give us that. Another one from Ellie Yeats. This will be my last Yeet Fest for 2 weeks, as I'll be in Singapore and Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia for 2 weeks in Easter. Hope to have fun. Hope you have an awesome trip.
Yes, please do. Party for us. Have fun.
Have a good trip and good to take a break. It's good to travel and do something like that from time to time. I'm getting the travel itch myself, so hope it's great. From Shadows Will, may tropical mustards and spicy pancakes be in all their futures involved with this stunt. Yeah, I agree. With the Kid Rock stunt, yeah. That's all you get in prison. Spicy pancakes and tropical mustards. Ugh.
Now take some flaming hot Cheeto pickles.
That's your desserts? And from Heavy Metal Joker that just came in. Got my president tickets today, and I'm getting my baby metal tickets next week. Exciting times. Yeah, good tours going throughout that got today. And that baby metal one is Amphitheater Festival. Or Festival, Amphitheater Tour, excuse me. And it's a big one.
It's going to be so fun. That one, don't miss it if you can see it.
Yeah, that one's like, I would not be surprised if they have the works for Lizzie Hale to do something with baby metal, like as a song. So I just cannot see that not happening sometime.
They've done so many great collaborations. They have to.
Yeah, that'd be easy. And Lizzie Hale's done a ton of collaborations herself. So you know what? That's a slam dunk easy thing. So.
Oh, yeah. Do it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Alexandra, are you ready for booking some festivals, hopefully to make up for what we had this week for the news?
Yes, please.
Did I just jinx it a little? Because last week was great.
Can't say anything, Luke.
Last week was great. Every week, when we get a certain like goal or we have super chats come in, we play a game called Festival Rock or Flop, where we book random festivals, 4 bands, and a middle of nowhere radio station festival. Last week, we had some really good choices. A couple weeks ago, we had some really bad choices. You know what? That's how it works. It's completely random. So, thank you all again for the super chats. Very much appreciated. I'm going to show this so that way you all know I am not cheating. Whew. All right, Yeet Fest, you are up. This is your last Yeet Fest for 2 weeks. Well, let's hope we get a good one. All right, band number 1. Can everyone see? Can you see, Alex? Okay. Band number 1 for Yeet Fest. Whew, okay. The next band will be done by Kids Bop, meaning we're not getting the band itself. We're getting a full set of Kids Bop doing the next band. Whoo boy.
We just started. Damn it.
Yes, we did. We just started. Yes. The next band. All right. Do I have a drum roll? Okay. Kids Bop will be doing... Oh, no, it's a double. Oh, no, we can't do this. This is going to get us shut down.
Oh, no. I didn't even think this was possible. This is horrible.
This is the worst combination.
I hate it.
Well, the festival got shut down, and we have some serious questions to answer with the FBI. Nicki Minaj will twerk all over the Kids Bop set while Kids Bop performs. Oh, no. The chat is appropriately losing it. Def Leppard!
Why? No. No. Oh.
Kids Bop is going
Oh.
to sing Pour Some Sugar on Me while Nicki Minaj twerks around stage.
This is horrible.
This is the worst thing we have. This is the worst individual pick and combination we have had. Yeet Fest is going to have to go away for a while.
Wherever this festival is held, we will never be allowed back.
Wherever this festival is held, there's going to be a line of cops and FBI agents waiting.
They're going to be like, forget about Ozzy and the Alamo. Rocked is not allowed in this state ever again.
Do you blame us? We're not even done with the festival yet.
No, I don't blame them.
Number 2. Dropkick Murphys would not have anything to do with this. Not a chance. Ken Kaysen would absolutely try to burn the whole building down before he played this. Number 3. Metallica!
Oh, wow. Huh.
Whew.
Yeah, it's hefty.
We had a budget for this show. Yeah, man, oh man. We thought that Metallica Thee Stallion Nickelback had we had the Cheeto money for this festival.
Guess
And
so.
number 4, Lorna Shore. Sure, why not?
What the hell is this?
Will Ramos is just coming to see the chaos, by the way. He doesn't even want to perform. He just wants to sit back and watch how bad this is going to be. So, Metallica, Dropkick Murphys, Lorna Shore, and Kids Pop performing Def Leppard while Nicki Minaj twerks.
Man.
All
Except
right.
for the qualifiers, it's a good lineup.
Sure. That's not how the game's played.
I know. This sucks. I'll go because it's the last time I can ever be in this state.
That's true. We will be kicked out of Ohio after we do this. We'll have this in somewhere in Ohio.
Darn it. I love Ohio.
That is a show. I mean, if you have to go to Ohio once in your life, but you get to see Metallica, Dropkick Murphys, Lorna Shore. Yeah.
And Kids Bop Def Leppard.
Yeah, someone said what I said. Will Ramos is just going to bring popcorn and sit around and watch all this. You blame him? Yeah. Yeah, everyone that says, no, I'm not going, you're right. We're not going to try to swing you the other way. I don't know.
It's weird. Like, I would love to see Lorna Shore and Metallica, and I want to see Def Leppard, but not Kids Bop.
Will Ramos could be doing pig noises while we have Kids Bop on stage with Nicki and Def Leppard, like the pig squeals.
Oh, this is going to be so bad.
Let's just
But
all
we have to
mash it
film
all
it at
together.
least.
Smash it all together. I live in Ohio, for God's sakes. Well, I don't know what to tell you. We gave you.
Oh, sorry.
Are you saying we didn't give you a big enough show? It's definitely big enough. Okay. Well, I'm not going to even ask chat this time. We're just going to move on to number 2 because, boy, this took a while to get through, but we got through it. Yeet Fest will be remembered for 2 weeks. Shadows Fest, you're up next. Number 1, we got Better Lovers. We'll find out their new singer sooner or later. I'm still bummed they're going to be at Sick New World, or they were. I don't think they are now.
I read this one.
Yeah, Sick New World, that's right. Number 2, Disturbed. All right, Shadows Fest has got a budget. Number 3, Knocked Loose. This is a heavy show. Okay. Number 4, Drunk Wes Scantlin playing Nirvana covers. Fresh out of
can't
jail. Fresh out of his court-appointed community service.
Dang it.
I don't know. Him opening and David Draymond closing.
Not even from Knocked Loose and Better Lovers, Luke.
Well, Better Lovers? I don't know what their situation is.
What if it's just the original, as is? That's hard.
It is. What would you do? You're going to try to put me on the spot.
Well, I'm not going. You have to go for me.
Oh, okay. There you go. You're trying to throw me under the bus. Yeah, that's totally your fest, pal.
One of us have to be there.
Oh, you're going to be at the other one? The one in Ohio?
Oh,
Yeah, now what's the problem? Yeah.
I'm so sick. I got the flu.
Boy, this week really took a lot out of us, everyone. My wife just nailed it. These are some true April Fool's Fest. Yes. I didn't even put that together.
This is the perfect day for all of this.
Man, someone said showing up late and leaving early. Man, that sucks to buy a ticket for a show like that.
Good thing it's on a weeknight, most likely.
Yeah, this is definitely a Tuesday night show. Come on
Absolutely.
now. This is a Tuesday night. Absolutely. I see more no's and na's. Showing up late and leaving early. I don't know if I can. Well, they buy a ticket, so yes.
Huh.
I don't know.
Honestly, I think
maybe it's hard to tell from the chat, because it's so back and forth.
Let's call this one like a. This one's a yes. This one's a yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
The most awkward, tepid claps you've ever heard in your life. Yeah. Number 3, Heavy Metal Joker Fest. All right, Heavy Metal Joker Fest. Here we go. Band number 1 for Joker Fest. Lady Gaga demands her own metal set replace any band that we have with a Metal Gaga set.
Dude, yes.
I'm fine with that.
Hell yeah.
So we're going to go through the 4. And if Heavy Metal Joker wants to replace one with Lady Gaga, you got it. Band number 1, Metallica we already had. Mumford & Sons.
Huh.
Okay. Number 2, Filter. I like that.
Okay.
Number 3, Escape the Fate. There's some conflicting vibes in this festival.
Yeah, this is weird.
And number 4, Slipknot.
Ooh.
You already got the capper right there, okay? Like, this is... Slipknot and Lady Gaga on the same show is a big deal, okay?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's huge.
Wait, so does Lady Gaga have to replace Slipknot,
Yes.
or can they do it together?
They could replace any one band.
Well, can't we just keep both?
No, I'm saying any band on the festival so they could replace Escape the Fate, Mumford &
Oh.
Sons, or, what's the other one? Filter.
Read it wrong. I feel you.
Yeah,
I think we should get rid of Mumford & Sons.
Well, you just read it from Heavy Metal Joker. Get that Mumford & Sons crap out of here. So Slipknot, a heavy metal set from Lady Gaga, Filter, and Escape the Fates. I'm going.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Slipknot and Lady Gaga alone. I love Filter too, but man, that is a great that alone is such a huge spectacle of a setup,
Dude, Lady Gaga is so good live. This is going to be so fun.
Corey Taylor would absolutely scream along with Lady Gaga for a song. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, she is such a badass. She gets up there for like one song. Hell yes.
She gets up for a Slipknot song, and then he comes out to do what is it, Bad Romance or something?
Oh my gosh, yes, do this.
Yeah, guys, this is a yes. We're all going.
Yay.
We're all going to Joker Fest, okay? I don't care. Get on the bus, okay? We're all going. Perfect. Finally, we got our festival.
Oh no.
I was thinking the same thing. All right. This last one was great. Okay. Proof that it could still work. Number 1, Pixies. Okay. Fine. It could be so much worse. Number 2.
We don't know what is next. Let's go.
Hollywood Undead. Someone's getting hurt. Someone's not going to make it through this show.
Ooh.
Number 3. Already had Dropkick. Already have Metallica. Wow, what's weird? Bring Me the Horizon. Ooh. Okay. That's a good headliner.
Yeah, this is good.
Conflicting vibes with Pixies, but okay.
I'm
Number
gonna take
4. Wargasm.
Okay.
Bring Me the Horizon and Wargasm definitely fit together.
That's going to be fun. I will go see this.
I would go to this show.
I like Bring Me the Horizon live enough, and I've not seen Wargasm yet, and I love their music.
There you go.
I think this would be super fun.
This is worth it. Pixies have the hits, Fun with that. I'm not crazy about Hollywood Undead, but I would still go to the show.
Yeah. I mean, I'll sing along, but I'm going to be like, guys, drop me on my head. Never letting that go.
Yeah, just don't crowd surf. That's fine. Just
No.
stay. You're either behind the guardrail, like you're already working, or side stage or something. You're doing something, okay?
I did not crowd surf for Hollywood Undead. I crowd surfed for Butcher Babies.
Well, who dropped you? Hollywood Undead fans?
Hollywood Undead.
Yeah, see what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'll go to this. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of yeses, too. I don't know what we'd call this. This is the anti-dynamic pricing fest. It's a flat fee. You get in.
Fun.
Even if we had a VIP thing, it would still not be dynamic pricing.
Well, Dine Down Fest.
Yeah, Dine Down Fest. D-Y-N. Goodness, that is such a cringy thing. Make sure to dine up with these suckers. Ugh.
Gross.
But not the 88 people. Screw them. Ugh. Oh. Where's the button? We need to wrap this up because this has been a week. Stop streaming. Okay. Thank you all so much for bearing with us and what was undoubtedly one of the most appropriate April Fool's episodes we could have done. Is that right?
Yep.
Did I say that right? Oh.
Weird, foolish, funky. Yep.
Yep. At least we got Slipknot and Lady Gaga together out of something. That's great.
Dude, honestly, yes, that's the highlight of everything.
Yes, I feel like that's something we earned after this week too. You know, like, yes, this is how it should happen. So,
Yep.
That being said, thank you all so much for hanging out. I have more stuff on Patreon, and for YouTube members, just released a new video about terrible AI music videos. I warned everyone they were pretty bad, so that's on YouTube right now on the main channel. Have more stuff coming. We also have an interview with one Alyssa White-Gluz, interviewed by one Alex Gray. That's on the channel right now. Alex, you want to plug anything for the people that haven't seen it yet?
Please go check it out. Fun stuff. We chatted about the new project Blue Medusa. We chatted about dream collaborations. We had just had some really nice, fun, casual chats. Check it out and check out the new music, what she's working on. It's really fun. And she does kind of dig into what she was previously doing before and how she ended up with Blue Medusa. So definitely check out that interview. And don't forget to sign up for your last minute chance to win Sick New World tickets.
Absolutely. You got a couple hours left because we do it tomorrow. So Sick New World 2026 VIP ticket giveaway. Also, a People Fest ticket giveaway if you want to go to the Michigan area because they have Gojira, Poppy, Papa Roach. We're giving away 2 tickets for that as well. So that's it. Both of these are on Instagram. So follow our Instagram accounts. I think that's it, Steves. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I have a tired, infirmed puppy. He got into the cat food and has a sick tummy right now. He's sleeping over here. You have your little ones by you somewhere. I know that.
Somewhere. There's mayhem somewhere.
Moseying around, yes, looking for things to destroy. Alex, it has been a week. Do you have a dad joke for us on the one day where dad jokes reign supreme?
I got something for us. I don't know.
What a sales pitch.
Right? Dude, undersell it.
Yeah, undersell. Okay. All right, I'm ready. I got to get neutral. All right. Okay. Ready. I'm ready.
Okay. I went to the beekeeper to get 12 bees. Okay. And he counted and gave me 13. So I was like, sir, you gave me an extra. And he said, that's a freebie. I know.
I like the corners of my mouth did smile a little, but it was absolutely and really. You're an adult. That's not even a dad joke. That's kindergartner trying to get attention from the teacher. Look how funny I am. Tee hee hee.
Dude, what do you expect today of all days?
You know what? I cannot argue that. I honestly, that's probably the most wholesome thing that happened today.
Dude, we've got Metallica. Well, not Metallica. We've got Slipknot and Lady Gaga.
That's
and
great,
freebies.
And a free, you only get one freebie though. So it's a freebie.
One freebie.
Yeah.
It's a freebie.
I got to spell it right. Freebie. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. Chat, Steves. You got 1 minute. Was that joke worth it or not? Bees in chat, guys. I see potatoes, eggs,
potatoes,
tomatoes, squirrels. Oh, the squirrel and flannel puts the squirrels. Squirrel and flannel, you're fine with that.
Yes.
Well, that one stung pretty hard.
That's the point.
April Fool's Day is just on this weird life support right now for all the chaos that's happened. It's like, it's been too much for today. I've gone too far.
See, that we needed a light, fluffy, easy dad joke to close out this day.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we got.
LMAO skateboard. Man, that's a 90s thing. Whoa, what a joke. Someone put the loading symbol on there. That buzzed out of my head. Cats in boxes. Well, that's adorable. There you go. There. That's fine. I'm not going to be up. Like, again, the joke made sense. It was good delivery. I cannot get mad at it. Fine. I have a low bar and it did cross. This chat
Thank you
is
so much.
swarming with comments. Okay. Game over. I feel like April Fool's doesn't matter anymore. That's what I thought. Apparently I was wrong.
You know, there's an unspoken rule apparently that you're supposed to be done with everything by noon.
I heard that too. A lot of people didn't get the message.
Guess not.
Boats? Someone put boats. All right, that's enough. Poll, overwhelming thumbs up.
Yay!
75% thumbs up, 3/4. You know what? You earned it.
Thank you, Steves.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Steves. I hope you're all doing well. We will see you next week with hopefully better news. Hopefully. It's good to hope. It's good to have something to look forward to.
Dude, we got to hold on to that hope. It's all we got.
We got a low bar. Like I was talking about a low bar. Next week has a low bar to cross. You know? Like it doesn't have to do much. So.
Yeah.
Gotta have a hive mind with these jokes. Be free. Luke's reaction kind of stings. Oh, okay. Where's the ending button? There it is. We're ending. Bye, everyone. Steve's go to bed. It's clearly past all of your bedtimes. I'm gonna go have some spicy pancakes now. Goodness.
Enjoy your spicy pancakes.
Enjoy them, I guess. Is that what you do with them? I don't even know. Enjoy your flamin' hot dill pickled Cheetos, everyone.
Gross.
Ugh.